Hey guys, what's up? I'm Maddie.
And I'm Lauren.
And welcome back to the podcast. We have two very special guests today. Welcome back.
Very
Introduce
special.
yourselves.
Wow.
Very special, yes.
Nice.
Do you feel special because you're back in the studio?
Yeah, this is a lot more professional than we're used to.
Yeah.
Setup.
Well, we're podcasters now, of course.
Yeah.
But
yes.
we're
Tell
not
us about it.
this professional.
Yes, our podcast is incredible. It's very good. I have no idea, to be honest.
It's awesome.
We've never listened to an episode, Lauren and I, so we don't really have much feedback.
We talk about the hard hitting, you know.
Wait,
what do you guys actually talk about on your podcast?
It's basically like a recap of our week. We give insight into like
Album
sessions,
making process.
yeah, the album making process, all that.
Okay. Can you give us some insight? Like, when is the album coming out?
Well, we had a meeting last Wednesday
I don't even know if it's an album anymore.
to talk about
Okay.
all the songs, and it'll probably be coming now top of next year,
Okay.
so that we can release a bunch of singles before.
Nice.
All right.
And
Got
people
it.
wonder why we never say dates.
Yeah,
That's why.
it changes so frequently.
It was supposed to be an album at the end of the year.
But
That's
did you
what
say
I've been
that?
saying.
Did you like
Kinda.
announce
Like
that?
a million different times.
But the issue with
Mm-hmm.
the end of the year is that the end of the year in music ends at the end of October.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
then it's Christmas season and you can't put
Oh.
out... If you put out a project in November onwards, it won't do well.
yeah, and then nobody's working from like.
December
Oh my
1st
God, I
to
can't
January
believe-
1st.
I can't believe we're talking about January again already.
I know. The
I
year
know.
flies by.
I feel like when you're working in this type of industry, like it's the same with apparel, you're working so far ahead that you're not really living presently.
You're
And
always
the time goes by really quick.
Yeah, you're anticipating something,
Yeah.
the next season or whatever.
Yeah.
The next album project.
It's
That's
really
a good,
weird.
Good observation, Madison.
Well, I just thought of that because I also have to work on like spring 2022. And I'm like, spring 2021 hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
Like summer 2021.
No,
So it's weird.
crazy. It's crazy for us this time because we have all the songs basically already. But still, they're not going to come out for so long.
What's your favorite song? Are you allowed to say the names?
We haven't really said any of the names.
I think we keep You're Just Drunk because You're Just Drunk. I think that's a good title.
What?
It has two names
You're
right
just
now.
drunk.
It was either going to be You're Just Drunk or High School Crush or something.
Is that your favorite?
That's John's favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I don't really know.
That's a good one.
I like that one a lot. I think that might be my favorite right now.
Or Till It's Over, the weirdie. I like it.
Till I Met You.
Or yeah, whatever.
Are you guys-
I always say that.
Just like sharing all the song names right
Yeah,
now?
what?
Well, we already
What
said.
happened to...
Yeah.
I can't
We already
tell
have
you.
said. I don't know if we've said You're Just Drunk.
Have we not?
Now you have.
It's
That was my
a
favorite.
Sister
I
Diary
mean, honestly, I
exclusive.
don't care if they are out.
Sister Diary exclusive.
Sometimes we don't want to say just in case one of them doesn't come out.
Right.
But I think those two will
Like
probably.
Foreign
come
Love.
I was going to say that.
Oh my God.
that one was like basically leaked the whole song, so
Yeah.
they basically
Right.
already have it.
Wasn't
anyway.
it leaked by John?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Does that count? as
That's why I
leaked?
told him he has to stop playing music on live.
Okay. Let's talk about Recess because we all launched a project together, which has been really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to share a little bit about the process and how it came about. Do we remember how it came about? Because I saw a lot of questions about that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, how did this actually start? Like, when did the idea
It
start?
was Mimi.
Yeah.
We
My
saw
friend
Mimi's
Mimi.
app,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then I remember you were like, "Oh wow, like she's doing so well, and like it's such a good like addition to the projects that we already have. Like we should consider doing this."
Yeah.
And then Madison, she said that, and like while she was saying that, she was already thinking of ways to get it to happen. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you sent
True.
out emails that night.
I think originally it was a project for Lauren and I. And then I was like, wait, this would be really cool as the four of us because you guys obviously work together so much and we do so much together. So I think Recess is the only time that we've ever like really been into it with each other, all four of us, with all of our different opinions and
Yeah.
personalities.
Oh, yeah.
Our weekly meetings are very interesting. We have
Yeah.
to have a mediator.
They're like debates.
Dad.
They
Dad's
are
the
like
mediator.
debates.
Side conversations drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's bad. But we're working on it, and I think I'm really happy with how it has turned out so far. But it is weird having to film yourself every week. I'm not a YouTuber, guys.
I hate
And
filming
Darian.
myself.
It's weird
A lot.
because yeah, Darian's more of a behind the camera kind of gal, but it's even kind of weird to be filming like 3 or 4 videos a week because we've never done that. Like,
Yeah.
even when
Especially
I was
you.
in my YouTube phase, I only filmed like a video a week, maybe, if that.
Video per year.
It is
these
a lot
days.
of
Now.
work.
It is a lot of
sure.
work, but I find it interesting. Like, you'll get it done. Like, I'm not that worried about getting stuff done because I know that it'll be finished by Wednesday. Like, we'll all figure it out somehow.
Yeah, just stay up till 3 a.m. editing again.
Yeah, it's awesome. But the idea started, I think, as a way to share our lives. Because even though, John, obviously you post a lot, and you do too, Lauren, like on Instagram and stuff, we don't really share that much of our personal lives. And the idea originally, should we say like what our first concept was?
I don't even
I have
know.
no
What was
idea.
it?
Guys,
I honestly don't remember.
okay, we
Yeah,
were,
let's say, but you start.
Oh, isn't it like the Orlando app or something?
no, but the content that we were going to produce.
Oh, yeah.
No idea. Oh yeah.
It was like
Lauren
a
knows.
reality show,
Yeah,
right?
I remember that.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
so glad that was right, because if I was like, of course, and then you guys were like, that's just false, then
That was
would've been
only going to
awkward.
be part of it, wasn't it?
That was, yeah.
that was gonna be the main part though,
Mhm.
and then we were gonna have little side content
Yeah.
pieces. I think.
See, that's
Yeah.
something that could be cool in the future, but it's just that's a huge production if you want to do that.
Yeah,
But it
but
costs a lot of money.
you guys, you're getting a lot of exclusive info today because I don't think we would announce that just because it's a really big project. And I kind of don't like announcing things before that they're actually about to happen because you never know. Like we're saying, stuff gets delayed or it doesn't happen, whatever. But that would be super cool to do. But yeah, you'd need a whole team to help you with that.
Maybe one day.
And mom and dad would love to be on it.
Oh yeah, mom would.
Mom would for sure. Okay, anyone else have any more life update info to share? Lauren?
Well, okay, it's not really a life update, but I think it's important to mention that the podcast that we were talking about at the beginning, the podcast that John and Darian have together, is on Recess. Like, that's
Yes.
how those two connect. 'Cause we
That's
kinda
the
just,
connection.
You know.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah, we have recess, we have life category, fashion, wellness, music.
4 a.m.
Really doing
podcast.
everything.
What else is new? I'm ripped now.
Oh, okay.
Not
I
really.
just wanted to sneak that in.
Well,
No, no,
has
that
that been
was-
on your mind the whole time?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
That was super
Thinking
relevant.
about muscles.
What, have you been working out or something?
Well, we just did a
Yeah.
workout.
Oh yeah,
So
we just did a workout for
The
recess as well.
At Forma Pilates?
I'm going to absolutely annihilate your muscles tomorrow.
Why?
I'm gonna annihilate them.
I'm scared.
It wasn't even that bad. It was hard and different than the workouts that I do, but
Yeah.
it was fun.
So basically, for some backstory, we're doing a trade, like a workout swap on recess, where Darian and John do my workout. I think I'm doing each of your workouts, so I have to do 2.
Yeah.
We
Which
might
is
have
annoying.
to.
Have you ever had a bicep pump before?
John,
Like-
don't ask me that.
No, like, do you know what it feels like to like?
No, and I don't want to.
Okay.
Like, that's not really a goal of
I'm
mine.
gonna make you do
Think so.
21s.
I don't know what that is.
You
Guys,
do 7 like this,
oh,
7 to the top from half.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
I've done that.
7 full.
Yeah, I've done that.
I'm gonna
Cool.
make you do it with 40s.
Okay.
Good luck.
And I went to Sky Zone yesterday, so I'm a bit sore. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take part in the workout swap. I know.
Oh,
It's
shoot.
terrible.
Everyone's dying to do my workout routine because you want to know how to get like this, but
Chloe doing.
She did
TBD.
mine. She did mine last week, and she couldn't walk for 2 days.
my calves are still sore.
That's great. Okay, so something that a lot of people asked us about is our opinions on being in LA, because we are in LA, the 4 of us. Well, our whole family's here. But we all have different opinions about Toronto versus LA, and I kind of wanted to get into that. So who wants to start?
I feel like we've kind of talked about this in like
Have we?
different forms, but we've never like really made a conclusion.
Yeah, well, we've never had all 4 of us on the podcast together. So
Yes, we have.
no, we haven't.
Didn't we do it?
I don't think
Like,
I was
Lauren
years
wasn't
ago.
there.
Ah.
So we can all say our own opinion. Toronto versus LA. This is a highly requested debate.
And don't cut me off this time.
Oh.
Okay, you want to start?
No, Darian.
No, I don't want to start.
No, Lauren.
I think you should start, John.
You first, Madison.
Well, everyone knows how I feel.
Yeah, she loves LA.
I love LA, yeah. So next.
I don't mind
Can
it.
can you elaborate on that? Because I don't understand.
About like why I like it.
Yeah, we've had conversations privately about like it's just a difference in personality between us. But just what do you love? Like I don't understand. Do you not have any ties to Toronto?
No.
None.
0.
She doesn't really have that many friends there. And I think that's the difference.
That
Okay.
might be
No,
the
no,
difference.
like hear me out. I feel like when you're here, you're more social than you are when
That's
you're at home.
True.
Because your one friend moved to what, Sweden? Switzerland?
She's back.
Abby?
Abby, yes.
No, she's
And
not in Switzerland.
she's
or
back.
Sweden.
Never mind.
She's in the U.S.
Well, okay, she isn't in Toronto. And Sid is busy too, you know? So I feel
Yeah.
like you hang out with more people when you're here than when you're there.
You also
And
have
it's just more fun here for you.
you
But
have
I don't know if that's
very
true.
different friends here as well. Like all of your friends here they're like in the business, or they're
Yeah.
like they're like really trying to be in the business or in their own business. Do you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah, my friends here, that's why I like it here though. Like my friends here are very driven and motivated, and a lot of people are entrepreneurs, and I just think it's really cool, like career wise, to be surrounded by those type of people. And then like from my perspective, my friends and I see each other, like they would come and visit me here, you know, like I really stay connected with my really close friends in Toronto, and we can stay connected whether I'm in Toronto or whether I'm here. And yeah, like my best friends would come and visit me here, or I would go and visit. Like it wouldn't be an issue for me. But I get what you're saying. I guess I don't have like a massive group of friends like Darian does from high school.
I think it's a little different because you're also 2 years older than, well,
Yeah.
almost 2 years older than me and way older than them.
Yeah,
When
totally.
I was in grade 12 and I was John's age, I was so mad that because I lived here and
Yeah.
all I wanted to do was be back in Toronto.
Yeah.
But every year as I get older, I care less and less about it, and because like my friend group has gotten smaller as well.
Right.
And I just like my priorities have changed. So I feel like their opinions will definitely evolve more into like how you feel as you get older. But
friend-wise,
in terms of the social
Friend-wise,
aspect,
yeah.
I mean,
It depends. The people that I want to chill with, and like the personalities and like level of chill that I'm looking for,
Yeah.
you cannot find that in an 18-year-old here.
it is
I'm just
true.
used to a different type of person, which doesn't really exist in the same way.
That's my
It's
I'm sure
just
they
chillers.
do. I'm sure they do,
Well,
but
Yeah.
within the
not in
groups,
the industry.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my only other main issue with LA is I have not found, because I have such good friends at home, I have not found friends here that I like 50% of as much as I like my friends at home. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like the more time you spend here, the more people you'll meet, and the more eventually you'll find your small group of people.
Yeah.
But it's a lot harder to like find them here, I think.
Well, it's hard if you didn't go to school here. Like
I mean,
that's,
I even did go to school here.
I know, but you weren't
it
really
was
in
too
it.
far along, like grade 11, halfway through grade 11 and grade 12. I feel like you're not going to find your best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our issue is that the people that we know aren't like the people that we know back home in Toronto
Yeah, right.
because a lot of them are from the entertainment industry, and that's a very specific kind of person.
I guess we just don't fit into the
I
mold
know.
of most entertainment people.
Right.
Because how did we start?
It's just most people who start YouTube channels are very like more outspoken and like
Yeah.
energetic.
And they want to start their
Yeah.
YouTube channel. Like,
Especially now, yeah.
That's like a dream of theirs.
Right.
Yeah, but if you were hanging out with entertainment industry people in Toronto, you probably also wouldn't feel like you fit
Probably,
in that
yeah.
well. So I think Lauren is actually in a really lucky position
Thank
she's
you,
the
thank
because
you.
you can go to school here. Like you can go to university here and find those friends who would never
Yeah.
like
fair
weren't
enough.
planning to go
Oh yeah.
to be an actor, to
I'll
work in the
just
entertainment industry.
Be friends with your friends.
That's a great way for you
Oh,
to meet
gosh.
people here because
Yeah.
people that are going to this school are not necessarily in LA for entertainment.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that's the other thing. Well, I don't
There's-
think that everyone at
No, they're
like
not.
Tens
the
of thousands of
UCLA
people.
or whatever are here for entertainment purposes.
No, for sure. But I have met a lot of normal kids through my friends.
So,
Like
yeah.
a lot.
So
and
have
they
I.
are all, to a certain extent, are still in it. Or
Yeah.
like on. Do you know what I mean?
LA
I feel
as a place is kind of like that, but
Yeah.
the more people you meet, you will find people here. Like there's more people in California than there is in Canada.
True.
Like, as a
There's-
statistic, like
Yeah.
Yes.
you'll find friends here, but I get what you're saying. Like as an environment, LA is very different than Toronto.
It just breeds different people.
Yeah,
But people, the good thing about like going to university is like kids come from all over the country to go to school in LA.
Exactly.
yeah.
So that's why it's like first of all, everybody in
Fair enough.
freshman year needs to meet friends,
Mm-hmm.
and there's so many people to choose from. Like you'll find friends for sure.
Yeah. In terms of like,
Not if you don't talk to anyone.
She's a
she's
social
very social.
butterfly. She'll be fine.
in terms of feeling like connected to Toronto? Is that something that you guys feel?
Like less and less,
Mm-hmm.
but more so connected to my friends there, not like Toronto itself necessarily.
Okay.
But I do love Toronto. I just love the vibes there.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's very
true.
chill, and this place is a little too chaotic for me.
Exactly. I'm
see
the
that.
same
Really?
way.
You think LA's chaotic?
Yeah, I
you
hate every
kidding
time I
me?
leave the house.
I
I'm
don't
like a
find
bit
it.
stressed.
I don't even like driving that much here, and that's
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
that says
from
a
you.
lot.
Yeah.
That
because I love
does.
driving anywhere.
Interesting.
Feel me?
Do you feel connected to LA, Lauren? Or connected to Toronto, I guess?
Not really. Like, I don't know. I don't really get connected to places or.
Is it more people for you?
Me and Lauren are
Yeah.
like, no connection, actually.
She's connected to the money. That's it.
No,
The bag.
like I like my friends there. I like my friends here. You know, they're cool.
She has a
Happy to be
connection
here.
to elegance, to excellence,
Yeah.
Well,
to
What?
prosperity.
that's lucky, I guess.
Thank you.
Where would you prefer living for the rest of your life, LA or Toronto? If it has to be one of the two. This is a hard question.
That's hard because, like, in terms of like working, like you have to be in LA for like the stuff that we do. So like probably LA.
Right. But what if you weren't working?
But
in
if
the
it was just
entertainment
based off
industry?
of like
Mm.
place, Toronto.
Toronto.
Okay, Maddie.
LA to me is like a necessary evil. Like that's how I think about it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, I would say California. Like, maybe not LA, but
Yeah.
there's so many places in
Cali-
California I could live the rest of my life.
I would like to live in Malibu. I just want to be out
California's
of LA
beautiful.
proper. Like out of like West Hollywood
Yeah.
and like Studio City. Like it's nice. And like Burbank. Like nice. But
Even like
Yeah.
the OC, like
Yeah.
just outside of LA, there's so many
Mm-hmm.
cool towns.
Oh, one thing I want to talk about was, remember when we had that conversation, Lauren, about what word described everyone best?
Oh yeah, we
I
never really like came to a conclusion about a few of us. I think so. We've had this conversation before, but to tell the podcast listeners, what one word do you think describes all of us best?
This is too hard.
all of us collectively.
No, individually.
We said, I think, difficult for Darian. Or was it independent?
Well, that was like the nice version.
Oh.
Of it.
John
Yeah.
was intense. Intense.
Dramatic.
Intense.
He's also a little dramatic, but
Intense.
intense.
Lauren, we didn't really have a word for you.
Yeah. If you could
Kind of
work on that.
easygoing, but kind of not.
Like tightly wound.
That's what she said. When I said
Perfectionist.
High strung.
perfectionist. Yeah.
I'd just say high strung.
but sometimes not high strung at all. Like, you are pretty easygoing in certain situations.
So
She's flexible.
Type A.
Type A. Perfectionist is good.
she's like type C because she's somehow a mixture of both.
Yeah, it's true.
Pretty type A.
Mm.
I don't even really
But
know
you
what
also
that
have no
means.
problem just like sleeping all day
What?
if need be.
I would say perfectionist for Lauren. And then I think for me, we said particular.
Mm.
Particular?
She's
Yeah.
better for
I
particular.
would say high maintenance,
Really?
to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
High
I'd say
maintenance.
Wow.
high maintenance, particular.
Really? I don't think Darian's that particular.
Most people tell me I'm chill, so we could just use
Yeah.
that one.
No, Darian
Really?
actually is pretty chill.
Like everybody
with
that I
her
meet
friends
tells me
and
that I'm
stuff?
chill.
Can't you guys see it? But then, I don't know, with us, I feel like you just like,
Because you guys annoy me.
yeah, exactly.
Wow. Nice.
Actually-
Irritable.
You're showing
Okay,
your true
wait.
self.
For
You
Maddie,
know what? Wait.
That's
That's a perfect word for Darian. Easily irritated.
I just gave it to myself. You're welcome.
Amazing.
actually for Maddie, I'd like to revise mine.
Okay.
I would say you're a weird combination between like high maintenance.
Should be good.
I'm about to be nice, and also like very hardworking. Like no
Thanks,
days
Lauren.
off mentality.
That's true. That's a
Um,
very big compliment.
Candidate for burnout.
Amazing.
Yeah, synonym. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Queen.
What's the best thing about having so many siblings?
Oh,
Let's be nice to each other.
Yeah, I don't think there are really any benefits of having more siblings.
No,
There's
like
always
4. Like 3
action.
others.
There's always a lot of
There's
things
stuff
going on.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like I've been to some of my friends' houses that have like one sibling, and it's so quiet
Yes.
so true.
and like
Yeah.
kind of in a bad way, like a little bit boring.
Like my friends.
Definitely not boring.
My friends will be like, "Oh, like can we go over to your house because it's so fun?" I'm like, "What?"
That's
Fun?
cute.
Yeah, everyone thinks our house is so
There's just
fun.
people buzzing around all the time.
And also like because of the stuff we do, there's always something that comes up,
True.
and it's like some crazy story that most people would
Yeah.
be like, "What?"
True.
You know?
Yeah, it's exciting and fun, and it's weird when you're alone after living in our house, I think, because there's like no one to talk to. There's nothing going on. Like, I don't know. It's very different than what we're
Maybe
used to.
that's why I value my time alone so much.
Yeah,
Probably. We also are very close and spend a lot of time together, so it is nice when you're able to be alone for small amounts of time.
Yeah, I love being alone.
Being alone is a life skill, actually. I was talking about this with
Some
someone.
people hate
It's
it.
just really not that hard for me.
Well, you're lucky, I guess.
I love it.
That's good.
Why is it a life skill?
I feel
Because
like
a
we
lot
should
of
master
people
it.
cannot be alone. They're very dependent on others, and I think
Right.
they don't like being alone because it allows them to like think or like go inwards, and a lot of people don't like doing that.
Madison.
No, I love doing that.
That's why you can't listen to music in the car.
No, I like to. Yeah, I guess I like to be a little distracted. I like to listen to podcasts though.
Because you always want to have something to think about, but do you ever? What do you do before you fall asleep?
She
Do you
listens
think?
to
Do you like punch
podcasts.
yourself in the face so that you just immediately
out.
fall asleep?
No, I think, or I try not to though, or else I'll stay up too late.
No.
Or I listen to a podcast.
She's like this. I hear it click, 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 till 12.
And then she closes it and just bam.
If I'm tired, I
Knocked
can
out.
fall asleep. Okay.
That's a little bit concerning, is it not? You should see a therapist, I think.
Okay.
Not
thanks.
because
Actually,
like
I
you're
would
on
love
the
Oh
that.
my
edge.
gosh. Guys,
I
next
would-
week's episode, all of us and a therapist.
That would be
No.
amazing.
Oh my god,
No thanks.
that would be actually.
I'd be
That's
scared to share
That's
that
not a
online.
bad idea.
I'll have to
Quality
sit out.
content.
This question is for Darian.
That's a problem.
This is a shout out.
Oh, wow.
What are your hobbies?
Oh, I have lots of hobbies. I like
Loads.
photography.
Okay.
Nice.
I like cooking.
Okay.
I like working out.
Oh,
Okay.
so it is a hobby.
Sure.
Okay.
Depends what kind of workouts, I guess.
Were we talking about this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like painting and
Was I not
doing
there?
that stuff.
No.
That's about it.
Our argument was you can't. So I said your hobby should be productive, and
I
Darian
said-
said your hobby should absolutely not be productive.
No, I didn't say. I said
I said
not every hobby
John.
has to be productive.
Agreed.
She said it was a waste of time if I wasn't productive.
It is.
Not a
Yeah,
thing.
because
Some
we were
people-
talking about my cars.
Yes.
Except
That's how it started.
for some people, their hobbies is like a break from
That's what I
having to
said.
constantly be
Exactly.
productive. Like there's so much pressure to be productive for all hours of the day that sometimes you need a break from that productivity.
Precisely.
And Madison,
I
this goes
think
back to your
I
characteristic.
think you're either lying about how much you work, or you are
Psycho.
one in a trillion, or
No, I don't work like a crazy amount.
No.
So how, if you are gearing everything in your life towards productivity, you don't really put a stress on like personal relationships in the same way that other people do. How are you not like in a fetal position in your bed for most of the day? Like I don't
I
understand.
don't know, John. I don't actually work that much. I just try to have all my activities be towards a productive goal, I would say.
Right.
Like I don't want to waste time on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste any time.
For some
Fair
people,
enough.
that makes them feel better than it
Yeah.
would for them to like spend time with friends or like have a self-care night. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
Maddie probably would be like,
Self-care
oh, like,
night?
I could have been so much more productive tonight or whatever, and that would have made me feel better.
I'm
That's
gonna
the
let
thing.
myself work until 12:30.
No, I don't like working
Gonna
in
take
my
a
bed.
nap.
The thing is, like Lauren's saying, like doing all those things, it's not fun. Like it doesn't make me feel good. I get a headache when I look at TikTok for too long, and I'd rather just be doing something productive because then I feel better.
Yeah, I feel that
Fair
Yeah,
because
I do too.
I like am not always productive, and then at the end of the day, I'm like, oh my god, I wish I was more productive today, and that's like an everyday thing. So I feel like if I were just more productive during the day, like Maddie, then I at night would live with no regrets. You know?
Yeah,
You like to TikTok though.
I do.
yeah,
You like to watch and make drafts but not post.
Yes.
right.
Never post.
Yeah, the thing is, like, nobody can tell you what you should be doing to feel good because it's
Right.
different for everyone. Like, I don't relax by watching Netflix. Like, I find
Yeah.
that to be stressful. The same way as, like,
I
it's a waste of time.
I know what
for
you
me.
mean.
Yeah.
If it's like I'm gonna watch one episode before I go to bed as like my only break in the day, like sure. But if you watch like you spend like 4 hours watching Netflix, it feels like a waste of time.
Yeah.
I agree. I watched like one episode of BoJack Horseman, and that's like the best. and then I
See?
go to bed.
Yeah, but you
That's
also
good,
used to
though.
watch like a full season of a show in a weekend.
Yeah, except that would never eat into my daytime. I would start doing that at 11:30 and stop at like 3.
Yeah, and then you would wake up at 12.
No.
This is funny. Someone said, "We need a house tour because I want to make your house in Minecraft, please."
I was actually
you
thinking
actually
about that.
you can actually see it soon
Oh,
on MTV.
yes.
I'm not gonna say anything else.
Darian, which show on MTV looks at people's houses?
That's kind of a giveaway.
Mm.
Is it fine to say that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did MTV Cribs.
Do you think they're
It was
watching?
really sick.
No.
Think they're listening?
Okay, next question. What career would you guys pursue if it wasn't being influencers?
Garbage man.
Ugh, I'm not an influencer. Don't
Darian.
ever call me that. Don't ever call me that.
Yeah, me too. I'm not an influencer.
Whatever your current career is then. Why don't we say our current careers and then say what we would be doing?
I would love to know what your career is.
Me?
Yes.
I feel
I
like
have
this
answered
is
this
like
before.
a
She's a
big question
CEO.
on social media.
She's a boss girl.
Everyone's like,
Boss girl loves.
Wait. What's it? It's like gaslight, whatever.
What?
Do you know what I'm talking
Yes.
about?
Yeah,
It's like the slogan.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
know
my
what it
God,
is.
hold on.
What? I don't know
I
it.
have to find this.
Lauren's job is
Yes, that's what it is.
what is it? Oh yeah, okay. I knew that boss
Did
girl
I say
didn't
boss
sound
girl?
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Girl boss.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
I've never heard that in my life.
I've seen it on Instagram.
Is that a
before.
TikTok thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Lauren's a honor roll student.
She's like an
Indeed.
4.2 GPA student.
Yeah.
Guys, I might fail my AP English exam on Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm sure
no
you're
one
gonna
believes
fail.
you.
You've said that so many times since grade 9 that just nobody believes you anymore.
And it's actually insulting, like, if you ever said that to one of your friends.
Yeah.
Because you would get, like,
I
98.
hate when people did
My
that in
friends
high
are the
school.
same.
So Lauren is a student,
I'm
A+.
part-time app content creator
Yeah.
and
Influencer.
part-time-
Former YouTuber.
Child star on the internet.
She's a former, yeah.
She's a former
She's a
YouTube
former
child star.
influencer,
occasionally audition. So
current podcaster,
An actress.
struggling actress.
I do it all.
Podcast.
Do it
Yes.
all. Mm-hmm.
John. Oh, wait, sorry. What was your job, or what would your job be if you weren't doing what you're doing?
Okay, well that's actually a great question because like I'm supposed to apply to university in the fall.
Question of the year.
Probably like a psychologist or something.
Wow. I
You
feel
should
like
be everyone's therapist.
You
She's
do
taking
well
psych.
at that.
Thank you.
Probably.
Oh my God! Imagine if she became a therapist and she was just analyzing us
I
for
feel
like
like she'd
Thanksgiving.
be good at that.
Lauren's very intuitive.
She's soft spoken.
She's kind and intuitive, so you should be a therapist or a
Thank you.
psychiatrist. Okay, John.
Those are a bit different.
Similar.
I'm currently an artist, and honestly, I don't know. I really would like physics.
He'll be
He
a
wants
Be an
to
physician.
engineer.
Physician, are you okay?
Oh yeah.
A physicist.
I said that in my
Physicist.
physics class last year, and my teacher was
Physician?
like, "Oh, you're
I always
failing."
get that confused.
No, I would like to do. I hate just math, but I do like when it talks about motion.
What? A what?
when it talks about motion.
He'd probably be a mechanic.
Yeah, I could see
Or
it. Or like an
mechanic.
engineer.
I really like cars.
John, you could be an engineer that works on cars.
What I
something.
really like doing is designing things that like increase efficiency. There's this thing called biomimicry, and it's like mimicking
I've heard of
nature to make like mechanical things more efficient.
Mhm.
And it really works because nature has
Nature
the
is
added
efficient.
benefit of hundreds of millions of years of evolution. It's very
True.
interesting. So I would like to do that. Like I've always wanted to like see if I could like work on like an F1 team or something and make like the fastest car ever. Like that kind of stuff interests me.
Yeah, it's cool.
But I also am perfectly happy doing what I'm doing now.
Do you want to say what university program you got into?
I doubt people would know.
Some people might know
They're
if they
from
live in
Canada.
Canada.
Maybe. I got into Ivy at Western. I got Trey's scholarships.
Darian,
Oh, my.
what would your job be if you weren't doing what you're doing, and what do you do now?
I am an artist, manager, and creative director.
Cool.
Ooh.
And I would probably do something in marketing.
Yeah.
Like marketing for some sort of company. If I wasn't in like music. Or like I could see myself working at like a label.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see
You
that
liked
too.
working at Universal. For
Yeah,
your
I did
internship.
an internship at Universal, and I think though I would honestly prefer to work in the A&R department than I did like creative or like digital marketing, but like it's not as exciting as you think it would be.
Really?
It's a lot of like just like little
Emails.
tasks. Yeah, just like
But you were
emails.
also an intern.
I was an
Yeah.
intern, so
What artist projects did you work on while you were there?
no one in particular, just everybody.
Cool. I think I would be a lawyer probably if I didn't do what I'm doing, because I was going to go to law
Yeah.
school.
True.
I thought you shrunk the LSAT though.
No,
Where'd you get on the LSAT?
I don't remember.
Was it bad?
No, it wasn't that
You
bad.
know,
I
that
got-
every
That
night
bad?
she looks at her test scores before she goes to
no,
bed.
no.
To
It was.
remind me of my failures.
It was not a failure, John.
Work harder tomorrow.
I'll print it out, put it on my ceiling.
Every time you failed and put it on the ceiling, so you wake up to that.
Maybe
Shouldn't
not.
you put your accomplishments on your ceiling so you wake up
You
and
should
you're
put
like,
your manifestations on your ceiling.
oh
Good
my
idea.
You
gosh.
should stop.
Okay.
Speak it into existence.
Yes, queen.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Let's do one more question before we end this episode off. And that is, how do you separate work life from personal life when we
I
all
don't.
work together
We
and
don't.
share so much of our life?
We literally don't
very
at
hard.
all.
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
within our family, it's pretty hard to. Like, we don't really, honestly. But, like, I force myself to, like, go out, hang out with my friends on the weekends and separate it in that way, or else I could just
Oh, yeah.
work forever.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say that, like, even our family dinner conversations always end up talking about
It's
either
always
music or social
yeah.
media. It's always
All
something
the time,
that
yeah.
It's
is not
hard.
what normal families talk about.
It's hard
True.
because that's the only time where we're all in the same place a lot of the time, like during the day at least.
That's usually why. Especially when you
Yeah.
guys were actually at school
True.
and Dad was at work.
Yeah.
And, like, even when I was at school, it was like we didn't see each other all day until dinner.
Yeah. So it does kind of spill into your personal life. But
We haven't really had that separation since we like moved to LA.
yeah.
Like we've been that's been our entire conversation since
Yeah.
since we were young.
But what do people who don't have this type of life talk about? Like work and
Yeah,
school?
It's the same thing.
Talk about
Yeah.
other people.
They would
I
talk
guess.
about what they did at work probably in school.
No, I go over to my friends' houses for dinner and I'm like,
What do they talk
So,
about?
It's honestly similar
Life
I
stuff.
don't know. Like, people tell stories and stuff.
Really?
Maybe that's just because I'm a guest.
Is
You
that
know,
like a-
they're trying to make it interesting for
Is
me.
it like it is how it is in a movie? Where
You
they're
know-
like, what did you do today?
You know what I've
Yeah.
actually noticed? A lot of people don't eat dinner with their family every night.
Yes, that's true.
yeah.
Like, our parents really like to make a point of all of us eating dinner almost every day together, but a lot
Yeah.
of my friends, like, they'll eat at random times. Like, they don't eat with their
That's true.
families every night. They'll do it like on the weekends, but not every day.
Yeah. So I guess you don't have that dinner conversation in the same way.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, our parents make us all eat dinner together.
Most of the time, yeah.
Yes.
It's also just natural now because we've been doing it since we were kids.
Yeah.
Everyone
Even when
just
they're
sits
not
down.
here.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of like, if we're not, I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Guys,
It's weird.
Guys, what am I
Yeah.
supposed to eat tonight?
John,
What do I eat?
what should
He-
I eat?
He asks me that every day. Actually, less now, but you used to literally every day at home.
It's
every day.
because we don't have anything pre-made.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have to cook.
But yeah,
Eggs.
I've
Or
already
cooking
told you my
videos.
thoughts on this.
Oh,
That's
gosh.
another thing. I hate inefficiency. So inefficient.
Cooking.
Oh.
Yes, cooking a
totally
single
agree.
meal is the least efficient
That's why I used to meal prep.
thing that I do every day.
You could meal prep though. Okay.
I just think that cooking's weird because it's like you spend an hour making a meal and then you eat it in less than the amount of time that you spent
Exactly.
making
Well,
it.
who's cooking for an hour? Mine are all like 15-minute max.
Okay.
Yeah.
It still would take you like 5 minutes to eat it.
And like that's if I want to actually make something that's decent. Like most of the time it's 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean,
Right. Okay.
I don't like cooking.
My
so.
oats under 5 minutes.
Check
You
out
gotta eat
Recess for
oats
some
forever.
cooking videos, guys. There's more coming soon. Okay, I think that is it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was cute. That was in unison.